Alright, so it's my first day. I'm on standby. I got here like an hour early. So let's see what's gonna happen today. My first day as a flight attendant, y'all. So my first day, I was not used. I was on standby for 4 hours. They didn't call me. So now I'm leaving. Alright, so let's try this again. Day number 2 on standby. So let's see if I actually get a trip today. Looking forward to my first trip, y'all. Just waiting. Have never seen one of these before, but okay. 5 minutes before I was set to leave, I was called a trip, so let's do our first trip now. Finally, 2 days later, and we're gonna do it. So I basically sat in Detroit for like 3 hours and something minutes, got paid for that. And then I got called to work this rotation and got paid to sit down and fly to Chicago. Then I'm gonna work one flight to Salt Lake City, and then the next day I'm just gonna fly back, deadheading, sitting down and getting paid to Detroit. So my first flight seems like it's gonna be pretty good. Still waiting to board the first flight. Finally landed after my first trip. It is like 4:30 a.m. So I'm a vlogger, girl. I gotta keep the YouTube going. So we're headed to the hotel now, finally, to lay our head. Salt Lake City. Hello. Check out this room, y'all. I'm here. Got this down here. TV down here. There's freaking stairs. What? Then you come upstairs, got a bed. And look at this mug right here. In the freaking room. I'm so thankful they gave me this room. They were like, who wants the suite? And everyone else on my flight was like, give it to the new guy. I'm the new guy. Alright, so let me paint the full picture for you real quick. So I was assigned standby at our base for 4 hours. And basically I got to 3 hours and 50 something minutes. I was packing up and I got a call and they said that they put me on a schedule for something. Then I was trying to figure it out. I got on the computer, tried to find our trip, and then some senior woman helped me. So it turns out that I had a deadhead flight to Chicago. So a flight that I'm not working on, but it's taking me to a flight to work. So I did that deadhead trip to Chicago, where a flight we were going to be working was actually delayed. It was supposed to leave at 6 something, and we arrived probably around 10 something, to be honest. And then we waited some more for the plane. We were at one gate, then we went to another gate, and we finally got on the plane. So by the time we get up in the air, it's like midnight or whatever in central Chicago time, 1 o'clock basically back in Detroit time. Then we did this whole flight. We did our service to Salt Lake and arrived to Salt Lake around 4 something Detroit time. I believe it's like 2 something here. And then basically tomorrow I headed back to Detroit. So I'm going to be on that flight, not working. But they could potentially call me a little bit later. So this is my first day, and this is actually a pretty good trip, I think, minus the time. You know, getting paid to fly to Chicago and doing one leg to Salt Lake City, then getting paid to fly back to Detroit. That sounds really good for me, and I got this wonderful room. So sorry for not having too many footages of this first part of this trip. Still learning what I can and can't film, or trying to be comfortable filming when I'm in uniform. So Yeah, this is my first trip, and I'm gonna go to bed well prepared to sleep because my body is exhausted. Um, we're a flight attendant now, y'all. A flight attendant. Next morning, and it looks like I have a view from this giant window. There's some water out there. That's cool. Rain. That's not cool. Yo, I should have brought my new basketball. They need to find a way to travel with it. They got a hoop out here. All right, so I only got like 3 hours and 26 minutes of sleep. Thank you to my Samsung thing. Got here like 4 something a.m. Woke up like 8 something, 7 something. So it's maybe an hour or and a half later. I've just been chilling, and I'm gonna go work out because I haven't worked out in a while. Workout is complete. My chest and back should be maintained. I might be doing it for the vlog. I might be doing it because it's relaxing, but woo, we in this thing, man. It went off, so I'm just gonna continue doing what I was doing. I think I'll be fine. There was a microwave, but no refrigerator, so I had to throw away some food because I'm not properly prepared for an overnight, I guess. Maybe I'll learn. Maybe I should have asked if there was a refrigerator downstairs where to keep my stuff, but yeah, that's gone. Time to check out of this suite. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
July. There was no way that I was gonna hit the you know
I commute
people who
too. Yeah.
exactly. So people who are senior enough to
Going to another deadhead leg back to Detroit. I'm fine with that, y'all. I really am. Feeling out here.
Just me. I thought we were doing together.
I don't know. How did I do yesterday? It was my first time. How did I do?
You did great.
Great? What can I work on? Tell me.
Serving drinks.
I know I'm slow. Yeah, right?
No, you're not.
No? So hey, I just teleported to Fort Lauderdale. I made it back to Detroit, and before I got the plane, they called and said that I need to work a flight to Fort Lauderdale. So I did, and now I'm at Fort Lauderdale now. Isn't it magic?
Oh, thank you. $40.
On to the hotel. My room in Fort Lauderdale, couch in here, sitting room, TV, desk. I do some editing there if I can. It has a refrigerator this time, a freaking refrigerator. I wish. I had to throw away some food earlier. 2 queen beds, bathroom, vanity, and yeah, no more things to talk about now. Maybe I'll debrief, then we'll go to sleep. Alright, like I said earlier, I was about to deplane my flight to Detroit. Then they called me to say I need to work this flight. Ran over there. They had extra flight attendants on board, then one left. And then I went to where she was supposed to be. I was really confused. I'm so confused about a lot of things, but it was only my second flight ever. I'm going to keep on learning. I'm going to do some studying on some things that I was confused about. But the crew was great. The service was cool. People were chill. They were sleeping and whatnot. Didn't have any major issues. I did forget some things, but I recovered. But now it's time for me and my body to recover. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Time to get some brekkie.
Don't bother with Chinese. He's like, you can speak it. I feel like you never even see the queue position I get it for all summer.
Checking out now. Gonna head back to Detroit and we'll see if they have anything else for me like they did last time, or maybe I'll get to go home. Who knows? Alright y'all, so listen up. I was supposed to deadhead back to Detroit from Fort Lauderdale. I was supposed to just rest and chill, but someone on that flight got hurt. So therefore, since I was the most junior, the bottom of the totem pole, I had to work the flight. So I guess it's fine. It was just one leg, and now I'm released. Probably gonna work out, but it gave me more experience, but it was super funny. They're like, oh, sorry you got the short end of the straw, you gotta work this. So I worked it. Alright, so I'm still in the airport. I worked out in our gym here in the airport. Now I'm eating in a restaurant here in the airport. I've been basically away from home since Monday, so after I leave this and get back to the spot, my first trip will be done, I guess, you know? Corned beef on wheat with Swiss and one of their conies. Alright, so that was my first trip. I was on my reserve days, on-call days, so basically I sat at an airport until 5 minutes before I was supposed to leave. Got called to deadhead to Chicago. Got to Chicago to work this delayed flight to go to Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City had a cool room. Flew back to Detroit. Thought I was gonna be good. Thought I was gonna go home. Then before I got off the airplane, was called to work a flight to Fort Lauderdale. Whoa. Went to Fort Lauderdale. Thought I was taking a leisure or deadhead flight back to Detroit and go home, but no. I had to work that flight because someone got hurt. So I had 3 flights in 3 days maybe. I left in Monday and it's Wednesday and I'm back. 1 leg each day. That was my first trip as a flight attendant. I'm still learning, but it wasn't that bad, y'all. Your boy Nicholas is a flight attendant. Next Dynasty. Stay tuned for more videos, you know?